Hello guys, Bashar here. So we talked about how I ran trial of the Sekhemas until I got myself a mirror, and I think the best way is before I, uh, separate the tier of Sekhema farming into tiers and explain to you what I think about how you should be doing it. Is I think maybe the best way is to lead by example. At first your runs will not look anything like this, but let me show you how I run things. I put my body in, always level 80 of course. Maybe if you're a little bit weaker you can go a little bit down. I do not take into account the cost of these because these are kind of zero, right? They're not even one exalted. And now I put my base in, and I'm wasting two spaces here because of the awkward shape of the thing. There is just no way of not wasting it. I have 10% movement speed, 20% increased quantity of relics dropped. These are these days about 20 divine or so. Let me take a look quick. They did gain a little bit of value. Okay, so that's about 150 divines of investment there, but it's a one-time thing. So we go.
I'm unsure what I've gotten myself into here.
And your honor, if you are a little bit confused about that, your honor is the sum of your life and energy shield. So it would be about 5,300 for me. Okay, we have an hourglass trial. We will go into detail of everything here, but as I said, I wanted to show you guys a run first. Okay, I get on my mount. I could have taken a hit there, no big deal. Now we wait for the... I'll grab this. Actually, it's not going to do anything. Okay, we wait for the other ray to share another 15 seconds of the timer. Trying to pick up the sacred water as well. And there we go. Okay, let me grab this 74 sacred water. Not bad. Oops. I shouldn't have dismounted there. That's a mistake. These are pretty nasty, all of them. Let me get back on the mount. It's a 3 altar ritual, okay.
Good riddance.
Silver key. So you want to prioritize sacred water fountains here. Sadly, we haven't been getting anything. I mean, I think there was one, but I think the affliction was pretty bad. And I'm going to cover everything in detail, right? Boon tiers, room tiers, affliction tiers, all of it in great detail. I want to be able to fully share my process with you guys, so if you decide to go for it, you could. So if I was to mindlessly spam this, which is pretty annoying and you can't really do it, but my hour, every hour I spent in here comes to approximately 100 divine. But obviously we are talking about a superhuman being, doing rounds back to back, never stopping, never resting, blah blah, right? But the time I spent in here, if you remember the spreadsheet I showed you, this is awful. I'm trying to dodge gauntlet trials as much as I can. I mean, now I have a lot of experience and I can handle them fairly well, but they still take a long time, right? Okay, so keep in mind that the crystals show where the next crystal is, even if you don't know the layout by heart. That should be the last one. Here it is. Here we are. I'll try this. I'm looking for a certain few thingies. Maybe we can hit it. Okay, that's nice. I mean, guys, damage means nothing to me, right? I will be able to, recover whatever I have lost anyway. Okay, this is the most beautiful room in the entirety of Trial of the Sekhemas. Oh, pretty garbage. Whoa. The boons vary in price. They can be 210 sacred water, 240, 280, 320, 360, and finally, I believe 420. And we will barely have enough for the most expensive kind. And the pricing is random.
Impressive endurance.
Okay, let's gain a random boon. So we are looking for the 40% movement speed. That's not a bad one either. And the 30% increase efficiency of relics, which, as I said, we'll be getting into. So the bosses drop a nice amount of sacred water as well. So it can be wise to wait for the drops, but it does, cut into your runtime, of course. As you can see, we got a little above 200 something. Let's take a look at this. I'll just grab that one because it's cheap. So thing is, guys, when I get a boon, it cannot be reoffered, right? I mean, some of them can be, but this one can't be. Most of them can't be reoffered. So I'm actually increasing the chances of finding what I like by grabbing that one. So this run has a surprising lack of... As you can see, I'm not picking up the relics, right? This is the... as you will see, when I tier, this is the top tier farming of this place. We do not waste time on kind of anything. Okay, again, we don't have it. That's nice. That's so I don't need this actually, right? But I wanted to. Oh, that's very bad. That's bad. That is pretty bad. That was pure luck, right? I should have taken some damage there, but I don't really mind. I have full honor, and also it's a lot. Hey, hit it. Okay. Merchant offers 50% fewer choices is a problem. Grab that. So guys, if you are a little bit like me and a little bit impatient and you need to get good, right? Rolling is a huge friend of yours. Rolling allows you to dodge most traps, right? I guess I can show it in about a minute. I'm sure a gauntlet room will be forced on me soon. Rituals are the best ones, of course. As I said, we will be tiering all of these, so I'm not explaining a lot here.
Good riddance. Relish your mortality.
Okay. So the water fountains are not worth that much anymore. Why? Because we have been, the fewer merchant choices thing has been forced on us. Sad. And this is why Deadeye is the best at this, guys, because of the tailwind, right? You get an additional 10% movement speed boost, which is sweet, right? Because this place is kind of all about movement. The gear requirement is not that high. Maybe, if you have been getting pretty unlucky about the afflictions, the last boss can give you grief because he takes a quarter damage. I mean, if you have everything, that makes your damage go lower. Okay, that's nasty. Ooh. Had to go for a chalice. Ooh, exalted orb. Big deal. As you can see, we are hardly taking any damage at all, right? And if I took damage, that would be my fault, especially against monsters. In traps, it would be my fault as well, but sometimes there can be some pretty nasty combinations.
2 ancient guardians await you ahead.
I am literally swimming in sacred water right now. Okay, buddy. Okay. We are about, I think, 6 minutes in or so. Okay. So you don't have to wait for the sacred water. Right? I definitely don't have to. So this is very annoying, guys. I mean, I'm swimming in sacred water right now, and I would like to get whatever it is that appears so I could, have a higher chance. But the thing that was offered there was a repeatable boon. It just works for one room, and then you can buy it again. Come on. What's this? Okay. So guys, with a Deadeye, what you just want is a non-gauntlet room. All of the rooms, wow, big deal, 15 exalted. Yeah, it's a shame that Chancing went to hell this season. Okay, oops. Let's go in there. Let's get our use the sacred water. Let's take a look at this merchant fella here. Chalice is very good. Escape is very good. Ritual is extremely good. I actually accidentally picked up that one, I think. One thing you have to pay attention to is that you need to have one gold key by the end of the run. Nothing else is important. Bronzes are not even worth picking up. I'm just clicking on them. Okay, we got two more out of the way, but I don't think this is gonna do it. Monsters in gauntlet trial. Let me just show you one gauntlet trial here. Okay. That's the 4 thingies. Okay. We'll have the thing here. The guy will pop. Yes. Now I shall get back on my fella. Whoop. Yeah, I mean face tank it. Step on this. 1. Oops. Yeah. I'm very bad at doing it. But as you can see, you can pretty much roll through it. And if I wanted to dodge, I could definitely have dodged it. Gauntlet again. Okay. I guess there is a thingy that gives us a boon here. Because it's never at risk, right? If it was at risk, maybe I could have paid a little more attention to it. Okay. Relic there. I wanted to see if that was tiered. I think tiered ones are worth picking up. Roll, roll, roll. And as you can see, right? Easy as pie. 0 damage, right? Whoop, roll. And thing is, your movement speed affects the distance that you... Oh, that's a good one. Your movement speed affects the distance that you roll. You don't have to click on the first crystal. Yeah, my bad. The following ones have to be clicked on, but the first one does not. Okay. Oops. And we are done. Let's try it. Maybe we can get an urn, or it's very unlikely, but silver tongue. 2,300 damage. You know, I actually don't mind that, but this is so garbage. Oh, neat. Okay. So the thing is, guys, that was the worst major boon. Whoop. Oh my god, really? What did I do? Okay, let's step on this. Yeah, guys, this is, you know, just spoiled behavior, right? I could have taken 0 damage if I wanted there very easily. Okay. Ooh, that burn. You could... what I wanted. That's nice. Okay, let's lose a little bit of honor. We don't care. I kind of have infinitely many, right? And, you know, as you saw, I quite face tanked. My honor resistance is 0, by the way. Obviously, right? Because I'm using movement speed and quantity relics here. Okay, that's the one there. Okay, that was a bit of a bad pathing, but still fine. Oh, so there is just one more boon that we want now, and it's a little bit less efficient than it normally is. The 40% movement speed, we don't care for anything else. Because I am strong, I can take all of the damage reducing afflictions, and I don't have to get anything. Okay, I guess increases my chances. I'll just grab everything again. So guys, these are just to increase my chances of getting the sweet 40% movement bonus. But yeah, I'm on the last floor, so it's not gonna mean that much. Let's go. We got the urn at least. That does have a little bit of a return. Okay. So, as you can see, it's pretty fast.
I shall aid you.
Movement, oh GG.
Always.
Okay, we don't care for anything about anymore. Ritual trial for a boon. I mean, I do care about the ritual being fast. I do not care about the boon anymore. Everything we wanted. It's 4, 5, and the 6th one should be here. And are. I don't care. I don't want the boon. Gauntlet, escape. Sure, escape. And guys, I did get the two important boons that I was looking for. Faster movement, right? And increase efficiency of relics, which will give me more relics. Yeah. When the movement speed goes this high, sometimes it has a bit of a problem climbing the slopes and the ladders. Okay, there is one there. Is that one? Hey, I'm giving this up a little bit, but 0 damage. So the thing is, guys, our reaction is so much faster than the monsters. You know, I can get away with that, right? I literally walked into the monsters, hesitated for half a second there, but the monsters cannot react fast enough. So
Storming arrow.
let's wait for the first rare. Also, one thing of note, guys, they have bugged the hourglass trials in the second floor only, right? Sometimes it doesn't spawn rares. One method to counteract that is, which is not sadly foolproof and doesn't work always, but you have to take it slow. So the timer starts from 1 minute and 29 seconds, and the first rare spawns at 1 minute at 22 seconds mark. And if you don't do anything until then, chances are you will be fine. Oops.
You will suffer the same fate as Varasta.
Oops. Yes, messed up a little, no big deal. Okay, roll. For your information, guys, this is a little bit weird, but these things that you see here do not count as traps. So if you get the major boon that disables traps, these will not be disabled because these are the devices and tools of the last boss, and they are not actually counting as traps. I don't know if trap damage reduction relics work on these, but they do not count as traps.
Let's plan.
Okay, I actually don't care. Why do I look? Okay, hourglass or ritual, always ritual. I didn't take a look at the curse there. Hopefully it's not going to be anything nasty. Sweet ritual has tempted me. Okay, merchant prices, big deal. And there we are. Let's take a look. Last blood. I don't know why I haven't turned these off, guys. They are so worthless, but they are extremely rare, so I like keeping track of the drops. Okay, I don't care. And the boss, which was 15 minutes. Not bad. And we didn't get the movement speed earlier on, right? As you can see, it's very clean. And got a vase as well for our troubles. This is pretty beautiful. And let's take a look at this.
Rest a while.
Nothing. Let me convert my thingies. Arcanist Cache. Oh.
Don't mind if I do.
Arcanist Cache. Another Arcanist Cache. Wow, so many. Okay, just checking for spectrums here. No spectrum ones here. Let's go for the Arcanist. With the hopes of Silver Arcanist as well. Here. Nope. Mysterious, sure. Silver 2. I do get the tiered ones, but I don't get the non-tiered ones. It's a big waste of time. And okay, so I think that's it. We are done. I don't even do the royals if you are curious. Yeah, I mean, they make you spend a lot of time on them. Sad. Mysterious caches are fine. Arcanists are fine. Okay. Gold key. Oh god. And what I do about the time lost ones, if you, in case you are wondering, which we will get into, and I'm doing the top tier farming video, but I only grab the emerald ones and I sell them unidentified at 1 chaos each. Also, let's take a look at the thingy. I think these are worth a little bit. Yeah, what about 3-3? So this is not worth divining, right? Because, you know, there is a 25% chance that I get it right, and it's going to be 4 divine. So I will try this at 4 divine. Maybe it sells, maybe it doesn't, right? But we did get a vase. So let's also, you know, blind you for a second. Round number 54. Drops are 0 divine. because vases are being kept separately, and against the darkness are also, right? We did get the urn, we did get one vase, and number of runs 54. Net drops per run have gone down to 34 divine per run. Yeah, and if this sells at 4 divine, actually I will change that drops number into 4. So yeah, that's about 15 minutes, as you can see, guys. So if I was to do this non-stop, right, but of course there is also the reward handling process, the buying of faces. But in theory, if I were to do 4 runs, that would be about 140 divine per hour, right, which is insane. But obviously you can't do that, right? You do like, you do a few and you get sick of it, right? I was gonna say 5, but even 5 is a lot. So yeah, that's how I grinded my mirror, and this is the top level farming of this place. And I will now, in the upcoming videos, show you, the pauper's way of farming, the middle class, the upper class, and the top level. The top level is this, but I will detail it a little bit more. So yeah, I will see you in the upcoming videos. Bye bye.